with a precision and focus, hitting the terror infrastructure of Pakistan. The tragic incident that happened on 22nd April 2025, that India has hit the terror infrastructure of Pakistan and not the Pakistan military. Our innocent 26 sisters lost their husband. Ideally, Pakistan occupied Kashmir should be with India. In Operation Sindoor, more than 9 places have been attacked by Indian military forces. Pakistan administered Kashmir to breed and facilitate terror groups. The time has come to eliminate terrorists from Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Ajit Doval headed this Operation Sindoor with a precision because terror groups and terrorists dare not think about touching the civilians of India. India is victorious in Operation Sindoor. My dear friends, this is the press release at 1:44 a.m. 7th May 2025. My dear friends, India has shown restraint with a precision and focus, hitting the terror infrastructure of Pakistan. My dear friends, it is very important to note that India has hit the terror infrastructure of Pakistan and not the Pakistan military. My dear friends, we all know that in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, there are various terror groups like Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and various other camps which is established by Pakistan-backed terror groups. My dear friends, the tragic incident that happened on 22nd April 2025. My dear friends, why Operation Sindoor? Operation Sindoor is a retaliation and deterrence against the attack that happened on 22nd April 2020 at Pahalgam. We all call it as Pahalgam attack. Our innocent 26 sisters lost their husband on 22nd April 2025. My dear friends, we all remember the attack happened by questioning what religion the victims were. When they said they were Hindus, the terrorists attacked them and making our sisters widowed. To retaliate to this, to show the action against the terrorism, to ensure that the terror groups gets eliminated, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi named the operation as Operation Sindoor. My dear friends, through Operation Sindoor, the justice is served to all our sisters who lost their husband in Pahalgam attack on 22nd April 2025. My dear friends, in Operation Sindoor, more than 9 places have been attacked by Indian military forces. The attack was with a lot of focus, precision and without affecting the civilians. They only targeted the terror camps that were prevailing in these 9 locations, including in Pakistan. My dear friends, if you go through the press release by the Ministry of Defense, they clearly said, I quote the exact words, a little while ago, the Indian Armed Forces launched Operation Sindoor, hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan. Very important point, terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from where terrorist attacks against India have been planned and directed. Altogether, 9 sites have been targeted. Very important. Our action has been focused, measured and non-escalatory in nature. What does it mean? That it was completely with a focus only to eliminate terror groups and not to affect anybody in Pakistan, even the official military force of Pakistan. 2, it is measured. That means they have planned it with so precision, with a lot of precision and focus that the terror camps were targeted and it was hit exactly 1 o'clock on May 7. My dear friends, and it is also non-escalatory in nature. They also said no Pakistan military facilities have been targeted. India has demonstrated considerable restraint in selection of targets and method of execution. These steps come in the wake of the barbaric Pahalgam terrorist attack in which nearly 25 Indians and 1 Nepali citizen were murdered. Nearly about 26 people lost their life. We are living up to the commitment that those responsible for this attack will be held accountable. There will be detailed briefing on Operation Sindoor later today. And my dear friends, after that the briefing was also carried out by the Ministry of Defense. And the title of the press release was Operation Sindoor, Indian Armed Forces carried out precision strikes at terror camps. My dear friends, the point to be noted here is, how can a terror camp be there in Pakistan? That shows clearly Pakistan is helping the terror groups to fight against India, and they breed the terrorists in Pakistan. Beyond this, there are also terror camps in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. The UN, the United Nations in 1949 declared POK. Unfortunately, in July 1949, United Nations declared Pakistan administered Kashmir. We call it as POK. Ideally, Pakistan occupied Kashmir should be with India. But whereas Pakistan used Pakistan administered Kashmir to breed and facilitate terror groups, including Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and all these terror camps were established in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir and few in Pakistan. When India has done a focused, targeted, precision-based attack on terror groups, why is Pakistan government worried about it? And why did Pakistan government say that they will retaliate to India? My dear friends, this shows that Pakistan is backing all these terror groups. My dear friends, the fundamental question is, when terror groups are inside Pakistan, why is Pakistan funding the terror groups? And why is Pakistan worried India hit the infrastructure, terror infrastructure of Pakistan? In fact, Pakistan should have supported India's move. But whereas Pakistan shows is the support to the terror groups in Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Operation Sindoor, India hit the terror infrastructure of Pakistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir. In fact, 9 sites were hit and more than 21 terror camps were eliminated from Pakistan. Pakistan should have been happy because terror groups were eliminated, but whereas Pakistan in contrary supports these terror groups, which can be seen from the funeral scenes of all these terror groups and terrorists in Pakistan. My dear friends, the time has come to eliminate terrorists from Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and many people would be unaware of the fact that Pakistan occupied Kashmir ideally is a region on which India had ownership, because Maharaja Hari Singh signed an accession with India and gave the region to India, and he joined India. But whereas we all know in July 1949, UN stepped in and said that place will be administered by Pakistan. Pakistan administered Kashmir instead of saying India administered Kashmir. My dear friends, this shows that UN assured upper hand in supporting Pakistan at that point of time. Even our former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru agreed for the same. And from then on, Pakistan systematically funded all the terror groups in that region, which caused many troubles for India. We had a war in 1965. Subsequently, we had a war in 1999. And there were attacks in 2016 in Uri. There were attacks in 2019 in Pulwama. There is an attack on 22nd April 2025 at Pahalgam. This shows that Pakistan has been continuously trying to breed the terrorists in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. My dear friends, through Operation Sindoor, we have not only taught lesson to Pakistan, but we have completely eliminated the terror camps which have been a legacy of Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and we have eliminated it for the security and safety of India, for which the full credit goes to our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, along with our NSA Ajit Doval. We all know Ajit Doval is James Bond of India. Ajit Doval headed this Operation Sindoor with a precision because he has spent and risked his life for 7 years in Pakistan, understanding all these terror camps. When Operation Sindoor was conceptualized an idea by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, he supported with all the intelligence report to see to that there is a focused, precision-based attack on the terror camps in 9 locations in Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Pakistan. Adding to this, 2 women leaders of military forces, one is Colonel Sophia Qureshi and Wing Commander Vyomika Singh. 2 women headed the military forces, ensured that the attack was successful, Operation Sindoor was successful, not only restored the India's security and taught the lesson to those terrorists, taught a fitting lesson to those terrorists who made our sisters widowed. My dear friends, this is historical. Definitely in the days to come, Pakistan occupied Kashmir will also be brought under the control of India. And I'm sure Indian government will take all the steps to see to that Pakistan occupied Kashmir will be brought in by negotiating with United Nations to ensure the security of the region. In fact, the security of Asia is restored, because Pakistan occupied Kashmir should not further breed any terrorists in the future. If this region has to be secured, it has to be handed over to India, and India should take control over Pakistan occupied Kashmir. It is based on July 1949 agreement. Definitely UN can relook at this agreement and ensure the region comes under the administration of Indian government so that it is safe and secure not just for India but for the entire Asia. My dear friends, during the briefing by Indian military forces, they showed a map showing about 21 camps: Saiwa Nala, Sayadna Bilal, Maskar-e-Aisha, Jalabandi, Abdullah bin Masood, Dulai, Gargi Abibullah, Batrasi, Balakot, Ugi, BOI, Sensa, Gulpur, Kotli, Barali, Dungi, Barnala, Maimuna, Joya, Sarjal, Muridik, and Bahawalpur. These are the camps which were eliminated through Operation Sindoor. My dear friends, these 21 camps were breeding terrorists and providing trainings and refresher courses. They were acting as indoctrination centers, attracting those youths who wanted to involve themselves in terror groups in Pakistan, occupied Kashmir, and in Pakistan. India has ensured through their attack all these terror camps were eliminated. My dear friends, one more point to be noted is that on 22nd April 2025, the attack was claimed to be an attack by the Restraint Front. In fact, this Restraint Front is the offshoot of the group of Lashkar-e-Toiba, and this group was involved in a Pahalgam attack. Even this group was attacked through Operation Sindoor and they are eliminated completely from Pakistan occupied Kashmir. My dear friends, India has shown restraint, India has shown deterrence. India will take stern action against terrorism and terror groups whoever touches India and whoever touches the security of India. My dear friends, certain countries have shown support to India and certain countries said India and Pakistan should bring in peace. But the point to be noted, the effort of bringing peace by India were never respected by Pakistan, and Pakistan always took advantage of India's peacekeeping methods, and Pakistan always disrespected India's culture with respect to maintaining peace at this place and unnecessarily affected the India's security. And while we look at the funeral of the terror groups and my dear friends, the effort taken by Indian government in eliminating the terrorism and terrorist groups from Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Pakistan is successful and victorious through Operation Sindoor. My dear friends, India has to carry out lot more operations to see to that terror groups and terrorists dare not think about affecting the security of India and dare not think about touching the civilians of India. I am sure Operation Sindoor is a tribute to our affected sisters who lost their husband. Jai Hind.